Every time you spend money in the UK, something else happens, something you don't see, and something you were never meant to notice. Because right now, every payment you make, every transfer, every tap of your card can be seen, logged, analysed. Not just by your bank, but by an entire system built quietly over years. A system designed to track money, and by extension, track you. And the most unsettling part, most people have absolutely no idea it exists. Think about your day. You wake up, you grab a coffee, you tap your card, £3.50. It feels instant, effortless, private, but what if it's not? That single transaction doesn't just go to your bank. It travels through systems, through networks, through layers of monitoring you never agreed to. And within seconds, it can be flagged, analyzed, compared against millions of other behaviors. Patterns, profiles, risk scores. In the UK, this isn't random. It's structured, engineered. Banks like HSBC, Barclays, Lloyds all operate under strict financial surveillance frameworks, driven by the Financial Conduct Authority, connected to the National Crime Agency, aligned with global organizations like FATF. But here's what most people misunderstand. These systems don't just look for criminals, they scan everyone, every account, every payment, every unusual move, because the system doesn't know who's suspicious until it decides you might be. So what actually watches your money? Algorithms. Not humans. Machines, learning systems. They analyze behavior at scale, things no human could ever track. How often you spend, where you spend, how much you spend, even how your behavior changes over time. And that's where things get dangerous. Because if your pattern changes, you become interesting. And when you become interesting, you can become flagged. And once you're flagged, everything changes. Let's say you receive a large payment, maybe freelance work, maybe crypto, maybe a transfer from abroad. To you, it's normal, but to the system, it's different. And different is risky, and different is risky. And risky gets attention. Imagine waking up one morning. Your card declines, your banking app freezes, your account is under review. No warning, no explanation, no timeline, just a message. We're looking into your account activity, and suddenly you don't have access to your own money. Rent, blocked, bills, pending, food, uncertain. And here's the part that makes people uncomfortable. This happens more often than you think, because these systems aren't perfect. They're trained, they're tuned, but they're not human, and they make mistakes. Sometimes very costly ones. There have been cases where completely legitimate users had accounts frozen, transactions blocked, access removed for weeks, sometimes months, all because of a pattern that didn't fit. And here's something even more unsettling. The system doesn't just react, it learns. Every transaction you make feeds data back into it, improves it, sharpens it. So over time, it gets better at understanding you, your habits, your routines, your financial identity. And once it understands you, it can predict you. Predict when you'll spend, predict how you'll behave, predict what's normal for you. And anything outside that becomes suspicious, even if it's completely innocent. Now think about this. What happens when AI gets involved? Not basic rules, not simple flags, but advanced machine learning models. Models trained on millions of users, millions of behaviors, millions of transactions. These systems don't just follow rules, they create them. Rules you don't see, rules you don't understand, rules you never agreed to, but rules that can affect your life. Quietly, instantly, without warning. And that's the reality of modern finance in the UK. It's not just about money anymore. It's about data. And data is power, because whoever understands your money understands you. And once they understand you, they don't need to ask permission anymore.